Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Robin. I am a homeschooling mom, and today we are going to talk about our homeschool. Hi, welcome to Bird's Tender Nest. Birds.
Hi, I'm Thomas. I'm Elliot. I'm Noah.
Dorian. I'm Eli.
I'm Robin. Nest. We're Bird's Tender Nest.
Please subscribe to Bird's Tender Nest.
If you're new to this channel, my name is Robin. I have 3 children who are home with me, and I am homeschooling 2 of them. They are younger children. Nora is in preschool, and Elliot is technically too young for kindergarten. His birthday is about a month and a half past their cutoff date, so if I were to send him to public school, he would not be in school this year. Technically, we don't have to send him for 2 more years. I mean, he turns 6 after the cutoff next year, so we don't have to report as a homeschooling family until 2021. So we decided to keep him home instead of doing a 3rd year of preschool. I think he's definitely ready for it. He's learning how to read, and we're doing math with him, and we actually did choose a whole curriculum with him, which I'm going to go over with you later in this video. But I wanted to talk more about our homeschool first. We chose to do a secular homeschool, which secular means that it doesn't include religion. That's all it means. We allow Elliot to take a lot of breaks because he does have a hard time just sitting still because he's only 5 years old. He's a very high energy 5-year-old. So we'll do a little bit of school and then we'll take a break, and then we'll do a little bit of school and then we'll take a break. And sometimes we just do a little bit of school and then we're done for the day. I really just kind of gauge his mood and his behavior because this is basically a bonus year. Elliot doesn't have to do school. Our 10-year-old does go to public school, and that works for him, and that's great. Elliot does not, because like I said, he would have to do preschool again for a 3rd year. 3 years of preschool just feels like a lot, and I'm home with Nora anyway, so I thought I could just keep him home. We've had some negative experiences with preschool for Elliot. He does have a lot of energy, and he has some behaviors that are hard to handle. So we decided that instead of being stressed out dropping him off with people that we know really can't handle him for another year, we decided that we were going to keep him home because I can handle him. And that's not to say that none of his preschool teachers did well with him. Elliot actually had a phenomenal preschool teacher at the beginning of last year, and unfortunately she found another job. We did look into putting him into another preschool, and he did get into that preschool, but again, we decided just to nix the whole thing because I can teach him how to read, where he's not going to learn that in preschool. He's just learning letters and shapes and numbers and stuff like that, which he already knows. And he's doing really well with learning how to read, actually. And then Nora, she's a preschooler, and instead of putting her in preschool, I decided to keep her home again because we do socialize the kids in other ways and because we just don't think it's necessary. The curriculum that we chose for Elliot, because we were looking for a secular curriculum, is Torchlight. I really think it's a beautiful curriculum. It's something that you purchase as a PDF, and then we printed it ourselves, and then I went to an office supply store and got it bound, which was cheap and easy. And then a lot of people just do this front page in color and that's it, but I did the whole thing because I was doing it myself. We have a printer that is ours that I didn't have to worry about costs as much. I'm going to do a whole video on this curriculum, but spoiler alert, Elliot wasn't a huge fan of this. And I actually am really excited because his curriculum for next year is in the mail right now as we speak. One thing I will recommend for homeschooling is try to go on Facebook and buy things used. Torchlight recommended that you do a separate math curriculum, and they recommended Right Start, so that's what I got. Again, I did buy this used on a Facebook homeschool page, curriculum selling page. In order to teach him to read, we chose this curriculum. It's called Teach Your Child to Read in 100 Easy Lessons. He doesn't like it. I mean, that's all it comes down to. And it's boring. I mean, there's a lot of work for each lesson. I would not call them easy lessons. It's all black and white. Instead of doing that, I've decided to rely on my library for Bob books. I also got it on my phone, and he actually enjoys reading on my phone, which I was kind of surprised by. I got the Bob books on Hoopla, which is a free app through the library. I don't know if you guys can see that. He enjoys reading it that way. An app that we just started because they offered a free month is readingeggs.com. Reading Eggs is an app on an Apple device, but we are not an Apple family, so we were not able to upload that app. But he does really well doing it on just his tablet. And then Nora does it too because they have a pre-reader. And then Reading Eggs also has a math program on there, and so he's really enjoying doing that. I mean, this is kindergarten, so I'm not really pushing for him to do anything super hard or, to get burned out and not want to enjoy school. I want him to love it. So regardless of what we do next year, which we are planning to homeschool again next year, if I put him in kindergarten next year, because that's what he would have to go into, I mean, he's going to go into it knowing more than your average kindergartner does. So all of this is just kind of bonus this year. The curriculum I purchased for him for next year is a first grade curriculum. So he's always going to be a little bit ahead of the game regardless of if he ever goes into a public school. Our biggest thing is that Elliot struggles with a lot of behaviors. And so that's why I am hesitant to put him into a public school because they don't tolerate it. And it's hard to tolerate a little boy who has special needs when you have a classroom full of kids who need other things. Elliot's not going to sit at circle time and sing along and listen to a book. He's going to want to go do something hands-on and go and run around, and he doesn't do it because he wants to be insubordinate. He does it because that's how he learns. And the greatest thing about homeschooling is that you can teach them how they learn. They don't just have to go and do a day of what works for the average kid when you're not the average kid. You don't have to sit still and do as you're told all the time and stand in line and conform. I'm not against public school, but I worry about how Elliot's going to do in a public school setting. So that's our personal reasons. And as far as Nora goes, she is still years away from kindergarten, so she learns mostly through play. We read her a lot of books that help her learn. She does a lot of the stuff that she likes to just mimic and do what Elliot's doing, so she is learning along the way as well. So Nora is a little bit delayed too. She's still, with her speech, as you've seen her in a lot of our videos. Please comment and subscribe. Make sure you hit that subscribe button because it really supports our channel. It lets us know that you guys like our content, and I'm counting every time I get a subscriber. I do a little dance of excitement because I'm like that. Yes, I do. I get really excited and say, yes, another subscriber. Thanks, guys. Thanks for supporting us.